you drop. Get down in the car. Put and give it all. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop.
Oh my.
From the Rockville campus of Montgomery College, we are all set to start Game 3 of Day 2 of the Raptors tip-off tournament. And in this one, we've got the host, Montgomery College Raptors women's team, taking on the Monroe College Mustangs. And once again, it's Michael Brown alongside my partner in crime here, Andre Anderson. We've been together, joined at the hip for the last 2 days, calling some basketball. And we've been looking forward to this one, Andre.
Yeah, we have. MC wants to win their first game of this tournament. They had a really hard-fought game yesterday, but they're going up against a formidable force right here in Monroe.
Yeah, Monroe came out on top in their first game of the tournament yesterday. They knocked off Frederick 71-64, but it was not an easy task. They led by 20 after 3 quarters and then literally held on for the 7-point win. The Raptors lost a heartbreaker last night, 75-71 to Nova. Raptors had a chance in the latter parts of the game, but in my humble opinion, they were completely undone by their foul shooting.
Yeah, and then, they're called free throws because they're supposed to be free. So we're going to hope that this game that they can knock down a bit more, and then, that will definitely keep them a lot closer into the game.
So the Raptors will be in purple. The Mustangs from Monroe will be in yellow. And let's go down the starters. For the visitors from Monroe, number 10, Nicole Bencosme. Number 11, Alicia Secaroli. Number 12, Carlotta Gomez Alonso. Number 13, Emma Wilson Saltos. And number 23, Sharon Brown. Head coach is Camille McClellan. Assistant is Rashidi Akins. For the Raptors, starters, number 1, Lizzie Luan Gonzalez. Number 2, Courtney Johnson. Number 3, Kanaya Miller. Number 12, Talia Kunkar. And number 20, Atina Kanye. Head coach, Tarla Gasquet. Her assistants are Pat Carden and Rhonda Jackson. And we are underway. This is the third game of the second day, as we said. One more after this one. It'll start about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. As Andre mentioned, the Mustangs, after yesterday's win, are now 3-1 on the season. The Raptors are 1-2 after yesterday's loss to Nova. So the Raptors really, really want to win this one. Goes without saying. And there's a bucket to start things off by Monroe, number 10, Nicole Bencosme. She had foul trouble yesterday. So the Raptors with a slightly different starting lineup than yesterday. They're starting Kanaya Miller and they're starting Litzy Luan Gonzalez. Again, the Raptors are in purple. And there's a turnover. Raptors are in purple and the Monroe Mustangs are in yellow. Monroe is out of the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, they're a very interesting school.
They really are. They have a lot of international players on all of their teams. And before the game, we talked to a couple of the Mustangs and their head coach, Camille McClellan. And we talked to Alicia Secaroli and Carlotta Gomez Alonso. And they both told me that they came here because they had friends from their countries who had come here, and they liked it. So they said, why not?
Yeah.
I might as well come too. Alicia Secaroli is from Avignon, France, and Carlotta Gomez Alonso is from Madrid, Spain. There's Sharon Brown, who played very well yesterday. And there's a bucket for Wilson Saltos. Wilson Saltos was in foul trouble most of the day yesterday.
She was.
So we didn't see too much of her. There's Talia Kunkar. And it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Ben Cosme. And substitution. Kaya Nolan is going to come in for Ben Cosme. We noticed yesterday Nolan was having a little problem with her ankle. We'll keep an eye on that today. Talia Kunkar with the basketball, we understand, has a bit of a sore hamstring. And Atina Kanye puts the Raptors within 2. So early going. And I would say, based on yesterday's results, 2 fairly evenly matched teams.
Yeah, they are. They are. MC has a lot of energy. They like to play the fast-paced game. Monroe is a bit taller, a bit more of a taller lineup. But MC's their pace is going to help them be able to get behind the defense basically and get to the basket and try to score around the cup.
I'd also say the Mustangs are a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
They're not only a little taller, they're just a little more physical. There's a foul on Secaroli. And that'll put Atina Kanye on the foul line. Kanye is a Clarksburg High School graduate. First one is up and good. Second one off the back of the iron, no good. Secaroli with the rebound. Wilson Saltos to Brown. Sharon Brown, guard out of the Bronx. Kaya Nolan. And intercepted by Courtney Johnson. And this is Litzy Luan Gonzalez. Her sister is on the bench right now. And there is Carlotta Gomez Alonso with the steal and the easy bucket. So the Raptors trailing in the early going. Kunkar. And Brown comes up with it. Sharon Brown saved that one from going out of bounds. And Kanye comes up with it. We're in the first quarter. If you're unfamiliar with women's college basketball, They play 10-minute quarters and 5 team fouls per quarter, and you go into the 1-and-1. Courtney Johnson with a little jumper off the mark. And Gomez Alonso with an aggressive rebound. And they've got Kanaya Miller on Brown. And
great defense by Kumkar.
Excellent defense. Let's see Luan Gonzalez with the easy layup. Yeah, one of the things head coach Charlotte Gasquet likes about Miller is her defense, and she forced that turnover.
Yeah, she has a lot of energy, and she always seems to be in the right place at the right time to get those steals. So really good steal attempt, which ended up being a fast break layup. 2 more points for MC, 10-7.
So Kanaya Miller with that little steal. And she gets it ahead to Litzy Gonzalez, and she puts it in. The Gonzalez sisters from Mount Vernon High School in Alexandria, Virginia. So Gomez Alonso will inbound it. Our officials today are Stefan Moore, Josh Boltry, and Virgil Davis. Four team fouls already on the Mustangs. One more and the Raptors will be, oh, there's a turnover. Brown.
That was a great pass.
Wilson Saltos, nice pass. She bent it around Izzy Luan Gonzalez, who is now in for the Raptors. Oh, and there's a foul by Kaya Nolan. Noticing that Izzy has some of that tape on her shoulder.
Yeah, it must be a bit sore.
What does that tape do exactly, Andre?
I don't know. I grew up in maybe like a little bit of a different time era than the tape, you know?
Yeah.
Your leg hurts or something. All right, we'll just go back out there. You'll be all right.
Does it have some sort of medicine in it?
I don't know.
I don't either. We're going to have to get an explanation on that. The Raptors have cut it to 1. They're off to a better start than they were yesterday. They were cold at the outset, and they played from behind the entire game. And that's jump ball. And the possession arrow is in favor of the Raptors. So Kanaya Miller will take it out. Gets it to Gonzalez.
Great pass.
Beautiful pass. Kanye with a pretty pass. Almost a no look. Raptors wearing their purple uniforms today. I haven't seen these before.
I know. I like them.
Yeah. They're simple, but very, very striking. It's interesting how all the players have a way of sort of, how shall I say, customizing their uniforms.
Yeah. If you were, say, basketball player out here and What kind of accessories would you wear?
Well, of course, you can't wear anything on your wrists or in your ears.
That is true.
Yes. And
But
I
more
don't
so like
think
the sleeves
I don't think you're allowed to wear anything around your neck either.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying more so like, would you do a shooting sleeve? Would you do one of the, the long leg sleeves? Would you do high socks?
That's a good question. I might wear some kind of crazy sock.
Socks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although the Raptors are wearing team socks.
Under Armour.
And team shoes. What I see with Monroe is that they are letting the athletes choose their own shoes. So we've got quite a variety out there. And I'd say today the winner of the shoe derby is maybe Ben Cosme. Those are pretty sharp shoes she's wearing.
Oh, I like those too.
Although Sharon Brown's are simple but very striking.
Black and blue.
And then, of course, Secaroli wearing shoes that match the color of her uniform. So, got a variety out there. The Raptors are clad in their white Under Armour sneakers and socks and uniforms. So, I don't know. What would you do?
Man, headband.
Oh, yes.
Because, I've the long hair. I got to make sure it stays out of my, out of the way.
Since you and I both have locks down to our waists, we would have to wear the headband.
And then maybe
I might go with a pirate patch, eye patch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just put it on the bad eye so you only get the good eye to shoot. There you go.
That you don't see very often. So I would have my own niche.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the guy with the pirate patch. he can't hit the broadside of the barn.
Because he's only using one eye. Oh, man.
Folks, we got to have some fun here. We've spent 26 hours here this weekend. My wife thinks I ran away and joined the circus.
Oh, man.
I got her home last night. She said, "Who are you?" So, Izzy Luan Gonzalez at the foul line. One of the real spark plugs on the team. She and her sister will share, when they're in there together, they will share point guard duties. They're both quick hands.
When I take the shot, I start the same.
Love to steal, love to get in the passing lanes. The Raptors will push it, push the pace whenever possible. They like to press, not necessarily a full court press.
Yeah.
Maybe pick up at three-quarter court or at half court. They love the trap on defense. And their offense is really built around their defense, leading to steals. They love to shoot the three. But yesterday they were pretty cold from three. They had a couple of streaks where they hit them.
Yeah.
But they were cold, particularly at the outset of the game. So Talia Kunkar is checked back in for the Raptors. Talia is a sophomore out of Richard Montgomery High School. She's a real tough kid. She has battled a lot of injuries, and she's not 100% today. And there's a putback by Ben Cosme. We saw her here early this morning getting treatment on her leg.
Yeah. You got to take care of the body. Very important. And look at LeBron James. He's been playing 20 years because of how he's taking care of his body,
Yep.
Oh,
There's an acrobatic drive by Luan Gonzalez. And Wilson Saltos is down and holding her head. Never want to see that. And her head coach, Camille McClellan, is out there immediately, along with the Raptors trainer. And hopefully she is okay. It's very scary whenever they hold the head.
Yeah.
And trainer is going to work with her. And she looks like she's hurt. I did not see exactly what happened. She was on the floor. It's quite possible she hit her head on the hardwood.
Yeah, or maybe an elbow.
Could be an elbow. So, yeah, we're getting clarification that during the battle for the rebound there was contact, and she took one to the head. So luckily she didn't hit the floor, but regardless, it's always worrisome when they hold their head. Cannot be too careful. And Gomez Alonso missed from the deep three. Juan Gonzalez. Raptors maybe a little more patient with the pace today so far.
Yeah, not as fast as the first game.
And whose ball is it? It's going to stay down at that end. It's going to stay Monroe's ball. And Gomez Alonso will inbound it. Good look at her. She is from Madrid, Spain. Then Cosme puts it up, high off the glass. Oh, Courtney Johnson got the rebound but threw it away, but the basket is too late. So after the first quarter of play, it's pretty much what we predicted. Monroe holding a 1-point lead, 18-17. We're going to keep it right here as we look at the Raptors bench. And boy, they desperately want to win today.
Oh yeah, you never want to leave a tournament with not a single win, especially your tournament that you're hosting.
Boy, that's for sure. And again, in yesterday's results, Monroe opened up the tournament with a win, a 7-point win over Frederick. And then the Raptors had the third game of the day, and they dropped a real tight one to Nova by 4, 75-71. In earlier results today, the Frederick women's team knocked off Nova 70-63 in the opener, and then Morris in overtime knocked off Paul Camp 83-78. And we're back in action. Second quarter underway. Again, Monroe in yellow, Raptors in purple. And Cosme over in the corner to Brown. Drives, shoots, no good. Kanye with the rebound. Good rebound in traffic. Izzy Luan Gonzalez with the basketball. Guarded by Sharon Brown. And that was a drive by Miller. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Raptors a pretty young team, just five sophomores. The balance of the roster are freshmen. It's about 50-50 for the Monroe roster. They've got 7 returners from last year, 7 sophomores, and the rest of the roster are freshmen. Substitutions. Itzy Luan Gonzalez comes in now for the Raptors. Also back in for Monroe is Alicia Secaroli and Kaya Nolan. And there's a whistle. Monroe is signal number 3, so this must be inbounds play number 3. And Cosme Brown just drive down the middle. Couldn't get it to go, gets her own rebound, no good, and Izzy Gonzalez comes out of there with it. Gets it ahead to her sister, cross court to number 12, who's in for the first time for the Raptors. I'm sorry, that was Talia Kunkar. I'm sorry. And nice feed inside to Gomez Alonso.
Yeah, Secarelli she has a lot of vision down there in the paint. You pass her the ball, she's able to turn and, find someone that's open.
Excellent rebounder.
Yeah, excellent rebounder as well.
As we saw yesterday. There's a real presence down there. She's from Avignon, France. Yeah, that was the foul on Gomez Alonso, and that'll put Izzy Luan Gonzalez on the foul line. Izzy has hopes to play at the next level. The Raptors have really been working on her mid-range game. She's an excellent three-point shooter, excellent driving to the basket, but that mid-range game would really give her game more dimension. And somebody's gonna want her on their four-year school team for sure.
Oh yeah, great block.
Rolly, she's blocked by Olivia Wright, who's in now for the Raptors. Olivia Wright was a volleyball player this season for the Raptors, and so she's just now rounding into basketball shape. Volleyball season just ended just over 2 weeks ago. Kunkar from the corner, no good. Gonzalez comes up with it, gets it to Olivia Wright. A beautiful feed from Izzy Luan Gonzalez to Wright, who did a good job holding on to the ball.
Yeah, and that was actually a difficult pass because it was a kind of like a fake no-look pass. So
it was
really
quick.
Good job. Yeah, real quick.
It was quick and it was short. Secaroli with a three, no good. Izzy Luan Gonzalez with the rebound. And she brings it up at a controlled pace.
Yeah, this is a lot better than yesterday. It was a little out of hand yesterday how every single time they were, kind of running around and
it was a little frenetic.
Yeah.
And here comes Gomez Alonso. Throws it up there, it doesn't fall. And Litzy Gonzalez gets the rebound, but she's fouled by Ben Cosme. Totally unintentional foul, but foul nonetheless. Just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the Raptors, the Luan Gonzalez sisters, will take it out. Atina Kanye comes out, and in comes number 3, Daniela McGuthrie. She got a few minutes in yesterday.
Yep.
Coach Gasquet thinks she is going to be a spark for the team off the bench. High-intensity player. Went to Springbrook High School. There's a tie up, and the arrow is in favor of Monroe. So they will inbound the ball into their own basket. Raptors on top for the first time today, 23-20. I'm sorry, since very early in the first quarter. Oh, wide open. Missed defensive assignment there, and that's just too easy. And Coach Gasquet immediately going back to her bench. Nice bucket. Again, a nice feed from Luan Gonzalez to Olivia Wright. So 2 quick buckets for Wright. Olivia Wright is from Potomac Senior High School. Oh, it's good to see Wilson Saltos back in for Monroe. She must be fine.
Yeah, good thing that it wasn't a serious, injury, especially being towards like the head,
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see her back in there. Hoping everything is fine. There's the feed to Wright. Oh, tough rebound there by Wilson Saltos in traffic. Sharon Brown with the ball, guarded by McGuthrie. And they're going to call that a block on Wright. Olivia Wright is 6'2", and you and I saw her play quite a bit of volleyball this fall.
Oh yeah,
she is quite a fixture on the front line for the Raptors volleyball team.
Yeah, you see the spikes. She had a really.
There's Secaroli with the left hand, up no good. Wilson Saltos with the follow. Raptors up by 1. And Gonzalez missed it. Right with the rebound, and she's fouled. And foul should be on Gomez Alonzo. Yep. So she's picked up 2 quick fouls here. And they've got, the Raptors think they've got something going here with Olivia Wright down low.
Yep, she's been playing really well ever since she just entered the game.
And they've been looking for her. McGuthrie from 3. And off the mark, Ben Cosme with the rebound. Sharon Brown brings it up. Wilson Saltos at the line, drives, easy bucket. Monroe retakes the lead. Kunkar misses, Wright with the rebound, jump ball, and the arrow is in Monroe's favor. Sharon Brown. Secaroli from 3. She's been shooting more today than she did yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe 1, but I don't think I saw her shoot 3 at all yesterday.
That's her second attempt of the day. Has yet to hit one. And the ball was knocked out of bounds by Kaya Nolan. The Raptors take possession. Trailing by 1. Kunkar drives, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Wilson Saltos. Shot. And the official under the basket needs help with the call. The official on the sideline needs help with the call. And finally, Josh Boltry made the call, and it's Raptors ball, which is what I thought. Of course, we had a different angle than they did. Guthrie drives. Oh, just rolled off.
That was a good attempt, though.
Excellent drive. It's a good move. Brown, then Cosme. Double dribble. And turnover. Raptors will get the ball back. Gone through a little quiet spell here.
Yeah, both teams have gotten pretty cold this quarter.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Atina Kanye with a jumper from the foul line. And the Raptors go back in front. And foul in there. And Kanye doesn't agree. Both teams with 4 team fouls this quarter. Ooh, Wilson Saltos knocked down Atina Kanye to get that rebound. No call.
Saltos is a force down low.
She really is a very strong player.
Very strong.
Ooh, really good shot. Kunkar with a nice jumper. Puts the Raptors back on top. There's Nolan. Off the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Miller comes down with it.
Gives a good chance for MC to, extend the lead past this 1 point they have.
Ooh, and intercepted by Ben Cosme. And she puts it in. So Monroe takes the lead. We're going back and forth here. Minute 47 to go in the quarter. Loose ball. Shot is up off the iron. Wilson Saltos with the rebound. Sharon Brown with the ball, guarded by McGuthrie. McGuthrie is very active. Oh, there's a nice steal by Kunkar. And what's the call? I believe the foul was on Brown. And that'll put Talia Kunkar on the foul line. She's a tough one. Played through and fought a lot of injuries.
Last season?
Yeah.
Yep.
And this.
See that she has the double ankle brace on.
She had a pretty serious ankle injury last year that she rehabbed very hard with the help of the Raptors training staff and her own grit.
Yeah. That's one thing about going through the rehab. It's like you have to want, to go through it, and you have to want to basically every day, do what you have to do, take the steps.
Exactly.
Because it's going to be a long process.
Exactly.
And it's not fun.
No, and it just takes time and patience and perseverance. You and I both know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still rehabbing from a bad knee injury.
Yeah, I had my bad knee injury years ago, but
Unfortunately, mine had nothing to do with athletics. Mine had to do with clumsiness, carelessness, whatever you want to say. But it was a nasty one. So I sympathize with these kids that go through the rehab.
Oh, yeah.
I can relate somewhat. Wilson Saltos misses again, and Kanye comes out with the rebound. Gets it to Kunkar, who gets it to Luan Gonzalez, and Miller is fouled by Ben Cosme. Raptors up by 3. They trailed by 1 after the first quarter, but they've come back to take the lead here in the second. It's seesawed a bit, but this is kind of what we expected.
Yeah.
Kanaya Miller makes the first. 34-30 Raptors. And makes the second, makes them both. 35-30 Raptors. They're having better success at the foul line in this game. There's a steal by McGuthrie. Who's the foul on? And looks like the foul is on Sharon Brown. And that'll put.
Is that McGuthrie?
That's McGuthrie on the foul line. Yep. Sharon Brown with the foul. And Daniela McGuthrie on the foul line. Makes the first one. Raptors with their biggest lead of the game. And, just bounced out. Wilson Saltos, and they're going to call a block on McGuthrie. That's hard to stop that locomotive when she gets going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
The power and the speed.
Yeah, and she just kind of glides.
Yep.
She really doesn't look like she's running hard, but boy, is she covering some ground. She's another Bronx, New York native, Emma Wilson Saltos. Makes the first. 1.5 seconds to go in the half. And second one is up, no good. And that is the end of the half. So after one half of play, in what we fully expected based on yesterday's play, we've got a tight one, and the Raptors are up by 5. So, Andre, I'm not surprised.
No, and one of the main things that we spoke about before the game was the free throws. They knock down the free throws, they're going to have a really good chance to be, either close and score or be in the lead. And they knock down free throws, and they're in the lead.
Yep, they are. And that, again, I will say until the cows come home that the reason they lost yesterday was from the foul line. So they've picked it up today considerably. And so after the first half of play, the Raptors are up by 5. We're going to take a break, but don't go away because we've got lots of great Montgomery College information coming your way at the half. And then Andre and I will be back in just about 15 minutes with the second half.
You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child, then we gon' hit the show. Part 2 we don't need no pause. You with Misty, we gon' get tipsy, don't need a power slide.
Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars from a copy my steel, face Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars from a copy my steel.
Got my heart no in the bed. Break you in, then get us every day. Got my heart no in the bed. Break you in, then.
How do you define Montgomery College? That's the wrong question. It's not how it's defined, it's who defines it.
This is a turning point. It's a moment to look to the future and reify your purpose.
MC is defined by those who put in the work, from early mornings to late nights, from the classroom to the workplace, with their family, their teammates, and when no one is watching. When our students declare to the world, "I am MC," they stand tall, backed by 1,000 experiences that have shaped them along the way, and alongside those who have walked the path with them.
There may have been moments of doubt when you were afraid by too much responsibility. Some of you have changed majors and found new inspiration. Through it, you have found the courage to surmount obstacles. If you are the first in your family to graduate, please stand up and say, "I am MC." If you earned a high school diploma and a college degree this spring, if you speak more than one language, if you are older than 50 years old, a military service member, an honor student, if you are a parent or a member of the Montgomery College graduating class, please stand up and say, "I am MC."
Those who embody our spirit don't just graduate and move on. Rather, they continue to represent us as the designers of change and the leaders that they've been the entire time. We don't just begin to be inspired by them after graduation. It's that in our eyes, they've been inspiring us every step of the way.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best. Yes, yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
I'm Jordan. I'm a second year in the early college program. I'm currently majoring in elementary education and special education at the Rockville campus.
Hello, my name is Paulo Rivero. I am a second year student at the Montgomery College Early College Biotechnology program.
My name is Krushi Savla, and I was in the early college program. I completed the nursing program at Montgomery College, and I graduated in spring of 2022.
I found high school to be sometimes a bit challenging. It really depends on what courses you take. I wanted to challenge myself academically more.
I've always knew that I wanted to have my diploma in something else, like going into high school. So the early college program stuck out to me the most because the degree at the end.
The most fascinating thing about it was it had the career pathway that I wanted to choose regardless. So that really pulled me to it, saying, you know, if this is what I want to do for my whole life, then why not start early?
When I came on campus, I was like, what did I get myself into? Like, it was like, oh my gosh moment.
My MC schedule is, I would say, is more flexible than high school. You don't have to spend 45-minute periods in one class.
In high school, you know, we have 7 classes in the day. They're all only 50 minutes. Then you come to college, you don't have all your classes every day.
There is a lot of growth in the first 2 semesters that I've gone through. I think that's something that you would discover. You realize that, oh, going to a professor's office hours is really helpful. It's a very good tool.
I was very nervous as to how I'm going to keep up the pace, but also excited to meet other people that, you know, are doing the same thing as me, making new friends, and just experiencing college. So it's helpful, you know, having that bond where we all kind of stuck together, we all knew what we all were feeling within each other. So it was that sort of empathy that, you know, we all shared, where we all understood what we all are feeling, yeah.
I kind of feel like I have a head start because I did 2 years in college before I went into a 4-year. I'm more responsible for myself, and it's like I don't have like reminders to like go to class, do your homework. It's like I have to do it. I didn't like how with AP classes, if you don't pass the final exam, you wouldn't get the credit. With the early college program, when I graduate in 2023, next year, I will have more than a credit. I will have a degree, and I feel like that will help me when I apply to a 4-year, more than an AP class.
Walking across the stage, like, it's surreal, I will say. Even for me, it's like at, you know, 18, 19 years old with an associate's degree, I can step out and get into my career is like a dream. Like, you know, it doesn't even feel real sometimes. And it really shows that there is no age limit at what you can do things.
I would recommend this program. I feel like it's gonna be like really rewarding. Like, I get to walk not once, but twice. I have a college degree. I'm gonna also have a diploma. It's gonna be like a feeling that like, wow, like I did it.
It's not that you can't do it, it's what's stopping you from doing it. If you want to do it, I believe you truly can do it because you have more than enough resources to get you through it.
So my advice to any new students that are thinking of going to this program is to use your resources, to be committed, and to persevere through this. Because once you have a good attitude towards this, you're unstoppable.
From the beginning. That's what I'm talking about.
All young men with suits and ties, just sitting in the crowd smoking big cigars.
from the beginning.
Career success starts at Montgomery College. At MC, you can prepare for a rewarding career in these exciting fields. And if your goal is earning a bachelor's degree, starting at MC is a smart choice. MC's award-winning team supports you every step of the way, with advising, tutoring, and career preparation to help you make your move. Join the thousands that are getting the education they need to succeed at Montgomery College.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time, watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in and break you out. In the end, we gon' make the child. Then we gon' hit the show. Part 2, break you in and
Employers are looking for licensed physical therapy assistants. MC has a 2-year degree program for jobs in this career. PT assistants work with people of all ages recovering from all injuries. You could be working at a hospital, a large corporation, a private practice, a nursing home. The list is long. And in this area, the average pay is good. Learn more about becoming a physical therapy assistant and how MC can help you get there.
I'll be with you, okay? Okay. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Now, during the game, try to be active as much as you can against the wall, just to give the referees and the players room.
And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside my partner, Andre Anderson, and we are all set for the second half of Game 3 of Day 2 of the Montgomery College tip-off tournament. We've got one more game after this one, but this one, we don't want to overlook this one. The Raptors on top, 36-31. And looking quickly at the leading scorers for both teams, for the Raptors, Atina Kanye leads the way with 7 points, and number 5, Kanaya Miller, is right behind her with 6. For Monroe, the leading scorers are Emma Wilson-Santos with 14, and number 10, Nicole Ben-Cosme with 6. So they're the leading scorers for both teams, and we are underway in the third quarter. Raptors took the lead in the second quarter, and it seesawed back and forth for a bit, and then the Raptors wrapped up the quarter with a 5-point lead, and there's Atina Kanye with a quick bucket to get the Raptors off to a good start here in the second half. As we mentioned, the Raptors have one more, there's one more game left in the tournament after this one. That'll start about 20 minutes After the conclusion of this game, it'll be the Raptors men's team looking for their first victory of the season against the Union College Owls from New Jersey. Got pretty much the same starting units out there, at least for Monroe. Monroe has the same set of starters out there. 2, Kaya Nolan. 10, Nicole Ben-Cosme. 11, Alicia Secaroli. Number 12, Carlotta Gomez-Alonzo. 13, Emma Wilson-Santos. And 23, Sharon Brown. Meanwhile, for the Raptors, Atina Kanye, number 20. Number 12 is Talia Kunkar. No, Talia is not out there right now. Number 10, Isabel Lawan Gonzalez is out there. Number 2, Courtney Johnson. And who am I missing? Looks like number 22, Helen, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, number 23, Tatiana Smith. Her hair was covering her number.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. So quickly, the Raptors make a substitution and bring in Litzy Luan Gonzalez. To join her sister in the backcourt, Izzy Luan Gonzalez. Izzy has the ball now. To Courtney Johnson. Inside to Kanye, down low. Oh, nice ball movement. Litzy.
Good shot.
And a good shot there by Tatiana Smith.
That was good ball movement.
Excellent ball movement, and the Raptors go up by 9. Wilson Santos, Ben Cosme. Wow. Wilson Santos traveled.
A great defense by Montgomery College right there. And Kanye down low, she is a presence in the paint. It's hard to get past her.
She's got very long arms, very athletic. Gonzalez traveled. It'll stay down at the Monroe end. Once again, if you're joining us late, Monroe in yellow, the Raptors in purple. And Cosme.
Great pass.
Secaroli with the bucket, and that cuts the Raptors' lead to 7. Long three, no good. Johnson with a great rebound, couldn't get it to go though. And Sharon Brown comes down. Ben Cosme with the ball. Gomez Alonzo misses. Raptors coming the other way. There's Litzy Luan Gonzalez with a 3.
3-point specialist. She can knock him down.
She can definitely knock him down. We saw that yesterday, but both she and her sister. Both excellent all-around players. Love to steal the ball. Love to get the steal and start the break. And getting ready to check in for the Raptors is Daniela McGuthrie. Kaya Nolan in now for Sharon Brown. And McGuthrie comes in for Tatiana Smith. And Nicole Ben-Cosme on the foul line. And misses the first. And makes the second. And in comes Olivia Wright. She had an impactful first half.
She did,
Andre.
She did. She's really good down low. I mean, I think with the volleyball experience, she gains a little. She has like how am I trying to say it? Like she's able to basically jump. But it's just like that, but jump and kind of read the ball off the rim, get good rebounds, and she's also scoring some good points as well.
Yeah, they hit her 2 or 3 times down low, which is where she's going to live. And what I like is she's starting to, you can tell she's getting into better basketball shape.
Yeah.
And there's a little jumper, and she hits it.
There we go. Right on cue.
She's going to start feeling more and more comfortable out there the more she plays.
Yep.
And, it's a transition from the volleyball court to the basketball court, that's for sure. Completely different kind of conditioning. Quite a collision in the lane there between Wright and Nolan. And the foul is on Wright. Here comes Talia Kunkar. She replaces Courtney Johnson. Secaroli inbounds it to Gomez Alonso. She puts it up, no good. Kanye with the rebound. And she traveled. Our officials again are Stefan Moore, Josh Boltrey, and Virgil Davis. And turnover. Sharon Brown comes back in for Ben-Cosme. No look pass in there to Wright, almost fell. Kanye with the rebound, and she's fouled. Nope. Oh, I think they called a travel. Not sure what the call was.
That's weird.
I did not see the call. But regardless, the Mustangs will have the basketball. Raptors up by 9. This is their largest foul. They're coming the other way.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
I couldn't figure it out. I believe he's saying jump ball, which would give the Raptors the basketball, but I'm not 100% sure. Kanye. We needed an interpreter on that one, Andre.
Yeah.
Nolan. Gomez Alonso from the corner, off the mark. McGuthrie with the rebound. And she dribbles into traffic and a travel. Ooh, there's a turnover. Bad pass from Nolan.
All right, here's a chance for MC to go by double digits. They can just score a bucket right here. That'll be good for them.
Be excellent. And LaJuan Gonzalez with a deep three. A deep three.
Range.
She was a good 6-7 feet outside the arc and just tossed it in. Izzy LaJuan Gonzalez, the big three. The Raptors up by 12, the largest lead by either team today. And Gomez Alonso answers with a strong move to the hoop. Comes LaJuan Gonzalez again. She's going to get a little more attention out there after that bomb.
Yeah. Her and her sister.
Tried to get it into right. It was knocked away by Wilson Santos, and they're going to call a foul.
No, that was not necessary.
Or did she step out of bounds?
Call a foul.
No, foul was on LaJuan Gonzalez. She was no match for Gomez Alonso physically. And Gomez Alonso just blew right by her. Drives, loses the handle,
Great
and
defense.
taken away by Kanye. Kunkar loses it but maintains possession. Heads up play. Into Kanye. Kunkar from three, off the mark. Good. Oh, nice try at the save there by Tatiana Smith, but her foot was on the line. 10-point lead for the Raptors. Minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Raptors have led since about 2/3 of the way through the second quarter. In and out. Rebound to Wilson Santos. Out to Brown for three.
Can't let that start falling.
And lead down to 7. And here comes Brown the other way, ahead to Nolan. And she gets the easy 2. So the Raptors, 12-point lead, all of a sudden down to 5. Just like that, Raptors take a timeout with 55 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, that was a good timeout call right there by Coach. Seems like MC was kind of frustrated a little bit, a couple air balls right there, missed passes. Let her talk to them and figure out the next game plan.
Yeah, and you could tell that the Mustangs were getting on a roll.
Yeah.
So I think part of the reason for that timeout was not only to gather the Raptors, but to also stop that run that the Mustangs were beginning. So a couple of substitutions for the Raptors. Courtney Johnson is back in, and Kanaya Miller is back in. Kanaya Miller had 6 points in the first half. It's her first action in the second half. Nolan with the steal, but Miller got her hands on it. We got a scrum and a foul on 13, so that's Wilson Santos.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that last play.
It's a non-shooting foul, neither team in the bonus situation, so the Raptors will inbound. Kanaya Miller will inbound over next to the Raptors bench. Kanaya Miller, another Clarksburg high school grad, along with the Tina Kanye. Stolen by Secaroli. Gets it to Brown. Gomez Alonso. Good defense there by Tatiana Smith. Brown now with the ball again. Forces it up there. Good rebound by Courtney Johnson. And that is the end of the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, the Raptors on top, 48-43. We're going to keep it right here during the break. So it's basically a wash for the quarter. The Raptors led by 5 at the half. They lead by 5 at the end of the third quarter. They did have the lead up over 10.
Yeah.
But a little run there by the Mustangs in the last 2 minutes of the quarter brought it back to a manageable deficit.
Yeah. A couple missed shots, passes out of bounds, kind of turned the momentum into Monroe's favor. But if MC can continue to do what they're doing, is that's getting rebound, playing good defense, and also slowing the game up, finding the good shots instead of just like okay ones, I think they could come out on top at the end of this game.
I'll tell you what, I've avoided mentioning this until now.
Okay.
But if you remember last year's tip-off tournament, the Raptors all played Monroe on the second day of the tournament.
Yeah.
In the third game of the second day, and Monroe put a tattooing on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to mention the score.
Wow.
Because it was
a lot.
How should we say decisive to the extreme. And so this is a bit of a revenge game, I would think. Although the cast of characters, there's a lot of differences.
Yeah.
In terms of players. So it's not really a revenge game. But then again, yeah, it would sure be nice to avenge last year's loss.
Yep.
In the tournament.
So you definitely know that the coach probably mentioned that to them.
So, good block. Oh, nice block there by Kanye. I'm sorry, it was by Tatiana Smith. So that's a good start for the Raptors. And here's Litzy Gonzalez, puts up a bit of a prayer, but again, Tatiana Smith comes out of there with it, but they call her for a foul. That's 4 fouls on Tatiana, and she has played very well, so they really would like to keep her in there if possible. Tatiana is one of the Virginia players on the Raptors team. She went to Woodbridge High School in Northern Virginia. Good look at Tina Kanye. And Wilson Saltos at the line for Monroe. Emma Wilson Saltos, leading scorer in the game for Monroe. Second shot, off the mark. So she missed them both. And the Gonzalez sisters in the backcourt now. Litzy and Izzy. Oh, nice feed inside to Smith. Oh, great dish to Atina Kanye. Right, I'll tell you another difference between last night and tonight for the Raptors is the ball movement.
Yep.
Ball movement has been much better.
Yeah, more players in the team are touching the ball every possession rather than it being one person getting the rebound and just dribbling it up court trying to get the layup, you know?
Yep.
So that's actually been a really good thing that they're doing today. This is a big chance right here to get this lead over 5 points.
Good look at Atina Kanye. Clarksburg High School. I'll tell you, she is a much stronger player than she was last year and much more confident player.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not afraid to take her shot. Done a real good job rebounding today as well. Not sure what the holdup is, but what would it be without a holdup?
Right on trend for this tournament.
First shot is in and out. Talia Kunkar back in for the Raptors. Second shot off the back iron, missed them both. The Raptors had been doing better from the foul line. Let's hope that was an anomaly and not a trend. And Raptors slow it down.
Three ball.
Litzy with the three. Litzy Luan Gonzalez with a big three.
Yeah, that's her second big-time one.
Put the Raptors up by 8. The power of the three is it just blows me away sometimes how important that shot is.
The thing is, on top of it being 3 points, it's
also Raptors with a takeaway. That was all caused by pressure.
There you go. But yeah, on top of a three being obviously 3 points, it also is kind of like a demoralizer for the other team because it's like, oh man, ooh, that was tough.
Big collision. They're going to call the block on Wilson Santos. That's 4 fouls on her. So Tatiana Smith with 4 fouls for the Raptors and Emma Wilson Saltos with 4 fouls for Monroe. And Atina Kanye misses another foul shot. That's 3 straight.
Also, when you get a chance, take a look at
and
Emma.
Off the back of the iron.
You take a look at Emma Wilson Saltos' socks. She got some camo type socks going on. They're pretty cool.
Camo socks.
She's ready for battle.
Just what I'm missing from my wardrobe. I'm going to put that on my Christmas list.
Maybe you'll get it in your stocking.
No, it's going to be filled with coal.
Coal, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been a bad boy this year. Raptors working in a little clock. Oh, desperation shot. Didn't hit anything. But they did work clock. They're still up by 8. Brown. And there's a whistle. It's a timeout by Monroe. came before the shot. It's going to be a full timeout. We're getting down to crunch time here, Andre.
We are. We are.
By the way, it's dark outside.
Well, I mean, hey, it is like the daylight saving time situation, so it gets dark at like 1 p.m. So, not surprised.
I'll tell you, I am not a fan of daylight savings time.
Neither am I.
This time change thing.
Neither am I.
I'd rather we just went back to standard time
Yep.
and just leave it. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Your body would appreciate it.
Huh, whoa. I was actually going to say, I've been going to bed at like 9 o'clock, 9:30, recently with the whole daylight saving time
my
thing.
age?
Well, not last night was an exception, yes, for the tremendous basketball games that we covered. But, I'm trying to figure out if it's a daylight saving thing or if I'm getting old.
Nah, I think it's the daylight savings.
Okay, thank you.
Because you're not getting
worried.
old.
I was getting worried.
I mean, I've only got you by 4 decades. 4 decades plus.
So I can say at 30, 30 is still like spring chicken.
Oh,
zone.
absolutely,
Okay.
man.
Okay, this is awesome.
I didn't even have any kids at 30.
Oh, this is now I'm starting to. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to push my bedtime at 9:45 now.
I didn't get started on that until I was 31.
There you go. Okay, this is maybe 9:55.
All right, Raptors up by 8. Get back to business here. Sharon Brown with the ball. To Gomez Alonzo, drives. And boy, she was just determined to shoot that ball. And they're going to call that on Kanye. And we have a substitution in now for Monroe, number 32, Aita Yai. Saw her a little bit yesterday. Maybe played 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Total.
But when she's in, she's a force.
She definitely is. She's a real presence in the lane. Makes them both. The lead now down to 6. Olivia Wright checks in to match Yai. Lead is 6. Kunkar picks it up. Gets it to, there's a foul, and that's going to be on Wilson Santos. And that might be her 5th. And that is her 5th. I believe. Yep. She's coming out. And in is number 21. And we don't have her on our roster. We apologize for that. But she is in for Wilson Santos, who apparently has not fouled out. She is, we thought she had 4 prior to that foul. Another three-pointer. That was a big three-pointer. Puts the Raptors up by 9. But Wilson Santos is ready to check back in. Inside to Saccaroli, she missed it. But she gets the follow. Kunkar has it knocked out of bounds. By Gomez Alonzo. And sure enough, Wilson Santos is back, or Saltos is back in. Baseline drive. Ooh. Good bucket there by little Litzy Luan Gonzalez. Went into amongst the tall trees there.
Yeah, she's not afraid at all.
Nope. Raptors up by 9. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. There's Sharon Brown with a 3. Nails it. There's that 3 again. Cuts the lead to 6. These last 5 minutes are going to be quite the ride. Kunkar from the corner. Off mark. Good rebound by Smith. And she gets her own putback.
That was crucial.
Tatiana Smith with a big putback basket.
Yeah, she's having a great game.
She really is. And she takes the ball away from Yai. Kunkar from the corner. Off mark. Rebound right. Gets it back out to Luan Gonzalez. In the lane. Drops it in. Litzy Luan Gonzalez.
She's on a roll.
She is.
She's on a roll.
Made 3 buckets now in just the last few minutes. Wilson Saltos with a nice little move. Sweeping little baby hook across the lane. Tatiana Smith to Gonzalez. She wanted it. Thought about it. Kunkar gets it to Tatiana Smith. Travel. That was that step again.
It's been getting a lot of people today.
Yep. Raptors up by 8 with 4 minutes to go. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout for the Raptors. So once again, after the 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we've got the final game of the day in the tournament. The host Raptors will be taking on the Owls from Union College out of New Jersey. And the Raptors looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-3 coming into today.
Yeah. But what better way to get your first win than to be in your own tournament and to be the last game of the tournament?
That's right. That's right. Union, both Union and the MC Raptors men's teams lost yesterday, so they would both love a win. Knocked away, picked up. Wilson Saltos, a little jumper, gets it to go. 6-point game. Wide open for the 3, off mark. Here comes Sharon Brown, and she's gonna travel. She slipped, but no fault of her own, but that's a travel, and she grabbing her hip a little bit. I got a feeling she's not coming out of there.
Oh, no. She's a warrior.
She's a tough one, you can tell. But she hurt her hip on that slip. She's still moving quite well, though. The Raptors maybe work the clock a little bit here. Kunkar. Raptors weaving out top. Litzy to Kunkar. She drives, puts it up, partially blocked. Here comes Sharon Brown leading the break again. Gomez Alonso misses it. Secaroli battles with Kanye. It's a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Raptors. As Kanye and Secaroli had a battle there for the ball. under the basket. 2:58 to go. Raptors on top by 6. Kanye to Izzy Gonzalez. Down low to Kukar. Too far under. And elbows thrown. And a foul. Foul on the Raptors. Neither team in a penalty yet. 4 team fouls on the Raptors, 3 on Monroe. So they're letting them play a little bit here in the fourth quarter, which we like to see.
Yeah, that's good.
Nolan back in. Brown. Ceccaroli. Almost lost it. Brown. Gomez Alonso with a runner in the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. Back to Wilson Saltos. Jumper. No good. Battle for the rebound. And down goes Litzy Luan Gonzalez. Hope she's all right. It's going to be Raptors ball. Just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And Kanaya Miller is back in for the Raptors, number 5. She'll inbound it. Inside to Kanye, flips it to Miller, no good. Kanye gets the rebound, no good. But Miller with another rebound to save the possession for the Raptors. They keep the ball. There's Litzy Gonzalez off mark. So the Raptors with 4 shots, couldn't come up with anything. Here they come the other way. And that was an ill-advised shot, but luckily she got her own rebound. To Miller on the baseline, nice play.
Very good play.
Way to see the court there by Izzy Luan Gonzalez. Just over a minute to play now. Raptors up by 8. Wilson Saltos forces it up and draws a foul. Foul is on Kanye. And she has fouled out of the game. Courtney Johnson comes in for her. Tina Kanye really played a great game today.
She really did. She really did. And she played a really good game yesterday as well. She works very hard on defense. And I want to say, like, with that being the case, her offense is also sparked from that. Because I think the thing is, like, especially in basketball, like, missed the free throw.
First shot, that's crucial.
Yeah, but defense can really spark the offense. And when you're playing good grabbing rebounds and blocking shots, when you get the ball in offense, you also then have that energy to go up and, finish around the rim.
Here's Wilson Saltos with her second. Up, no good. Rebound. Oh, stolen away by Sharon Brown. Raptors got a little careless with it. There's pressure by Monroe. We haven't seen them pressure much in the backcourt, but they get the steal again. And that's going to be a foul on Tatiana Smith. And that'll put Brown back on the line. 50 seconds to go. Raptors up by 6. First shot is up and in. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound to Smith. Raptors call a timeout. 48 seconds to go. Raptors up by 5. They need a bucket. A bucket, particularly a three-pointer, might just sew this thing up.
Along with some good defense.
And of course, what Monroe wants here is a stop or a steal, preferably. They're gonna have the pressure on.
Yeah, they are. MC needs to stay calm when they do get the ball and not turn it over, obviously, but just try to pass it around, stay calm. They're probably gonna get fouled, go to the free throw line, knock them down.
That sounds like a good solution to me.
You know? Just came up with that one in, real quick fashion.
All right, so inbounding the ball for the Raptors will be a Kanaya Miller. And boy, a battle for the ball on the inbounds, which is no surprise. Izzy, great feed inside to Tatiana Smith by Izzy Luan Gonzalez. Big bucket for the Raptors. They're up by 7. That's going to miss everything and go out of bounds, and it'll be Raptors ball. 30 seconds to go. Raptors up by 7. Inbounds to Courtney Johnson. They're trying to trap. Ooh, boy, almost a steal there. But let's see, Luan Gonzalez, she gets whacked by Nolan. Almost knocked her down. Tough. She is a tough one.
She is.
Those Luan Gonzalez sisters, they may be little, but they are tough.
Yes, they are. Good basketball players.
Miller again inbounding. Nice pass down low to Courtney Johnson for the bucket.
Good finish.
Wow, great finish and a wonderful pass from Miller. Raptors now up by 9. Brown misses everything. Nolan battles for it. And Secaroli gets the putback, but it's too little too late as the Raptors take this one 66-59. They gain a bit of revenge for last year's loss in this tournament to Monroe, and they gain a comeback win after last night's tough loss to Nova. So a solid win today by Montgomery College Raptors.
Yeah, exactly how they want to finish this tournament. After losing their first one, win their second one, and now they can cruise into the rest of their season with some momentum.
Yep. And with the win, the Raptors improved to 2-2 on the season. With the loss, Monroe falls to 3-2. And again, I can't say enough about how important this win. I know it's early in the season. They've only played 4 games. But it seems to me like this was an important win for the Raptors, particularly after last night's tough loss.
Yeah. Last night they had to fight back from 20 down. From 20 down. But this could be the start of something special for the Raptors. That's for sure.
All right, we're going to take a break. Our next game is going to start in approximately 20 minutes. The MC Raptors men's team taking on the Union College Owls. For Andre Anderson, I'm Michael Brown. We'll be back in 20 minutes with more college basketball.
we gonna